Hello YouTube, this is Tim400 and today is my first step into the world of content creation, so I guess now is the perfect time for a small intro. This channel is going to be based around Minecraft and I will be specializing in advanced observerless redstone in the Java edition, which is important because Bedrock redstone functions very differently, so keep in mind that most stuff featured on this channel will not work on Bedrock edition. This being my first video, suggestions or video ideas are completely welcome in the comments. Now on to today's video. Today I have for you guys a Hipster tree door. A couple guys on the Synergy Minecraft server, which is the server that I currently play on, they requested that I show this for my first video, so here it is. It's pretty small, considering it doesn't use observers. It's only 100 blocks, not counting the floor. If you count the floor, it's 120 blocks, but still pretty small. So yeah, it's the fancy version where it takes the entire tree trunk underneath the ground. It's not one of those staircase ones. So yeah, here it is working. That's the opening and the closing. So yeah, there are some dropper clicks, spazzy pistons, and it uses uncontrolled burnout, but there's no cooldown, and yeah, all those other things that kind of comes with the size. It's hard to not use those things when you're getting into stuff this small. So yeah, now onto the tutorial. So to start off, you want to find a tree, and right next to the tree trunk, the floor, you want to come down 4 blocks, and then you want to have 2 sticky pistons facing upward, like so. And then to the right, you want to have 2 blocks and 2 sticky pistons facing in. And on this lower sticky piston, you want to place a sticky piston facing up. On the other side, you want to go over like so, and a sticky piston facing in. These 2 sticky pistons will hold your tree log blocks, so you can place them in right now. So 1 there and 1 here. And now on to the actual wiring. So we can start with the input. Come to the right side. You want to come 3 blocks over like so. Get a lever and flick it on, because we'll have a torch here, and we want these to be off for now. Now for the first step, for the closing, we want to power these, and that's fairly simple. We just place a block here, and we actually want a comparator here, because this comparator will also take an output from a dropper that'll be behind this block. So that's just for later. So right now, just as that. Now next, we want to give this piston a pulse, and to do that, we're going to use a dropper hopper system right here. So just come over 2 with the hopper on top, and here you'll have a comparator facing in, and so that'll power that piston. You can place 1 item to this dropper. Now to power this dropper right here, we're going to need to place some other droppers and hoppers that'll be used later to control the entire thing and keep the opening circuit from looping, because the opening is very clock based. So first off, you want to come 1 block down from this dropper and place another dropper facing away from it. And then on this side, you want to place 2 hoppers. Here you want to place a hopper facing up. Oh, no, not a hopper. A dropper facing up. And then a dropper facing over these hoppers. And then this dropper will feed into these 2 hoppers, like so. So this one will point into that one, and yeah, it'll just create a loop for an item. And then here we want to place dust, a repeater, and a block, and that'll power this dropper and it'll give a pulse to this piston. And then after that, we want to pulse this piston and then double extend this. So to do that, we're going to come over here, place a 4-tick repeater, block, dust, and then block with a 3-tick repeater on top. And then here you have 2 torches. You can replace that torch. So that'll power this piston. Then we'll power this piston, so we'll get a redstone block really quickly. So here we'll have a sticky piston facing down right next to this torch. Place a redstone block, and then a 4-tick repeater coming out of it. And then we want to power this piston will be here. This will get pushed up, and then we want to power this piston. So we will do that like so. We will come over here, place 2 blocks, place a dust and a 3-tick repeater. Here you want to place a block, same level as this piston right here, and then a comparator. The reason it's a comparator is a bit technical. It has to do with the fact that comparators power slightly later than repeaters when they have to turn on at the same time, if that makes sense. So it just ensures that this is reliable. And anyways, that should be the entire closing circuit done. So now onto the opening. So first off, for here we have burnout. So here place a torch and then place a block on top. That probably, yeah, okay, so just replace that there. And then here you want to go down, place dust on top. Then, let's see, get a tripwire hook to redirect that dust over so that it doesn't power. We don't want it to power this block, we want it to power this block, because from this block we will take an output from a repeater right there. We'll have to break through the floor, so we'll have a 4-tick repeater here facing that direction, and then so yeah, that's why we need to redirect it. We do not want it to power this block though. From this block you also want a 4-tick repeater here, running into a block and a torch, and this torch will go down into a dust. Here you'll have another 4-tick repeater. So this is basically the entire triple piston extender done. And then this is what's going to trigger the refire circuit. So here we're going to have a torch. Don't mind that. Let's do this thing. Okay. Alright, so from this torch you want to place a 3-tick repeater, and that'll refire this circuit, and refire everything to get the second log, because there's 2 logs. You need to get the second one. And then, however, this will keep looping, except that here we will have a comparator, and inside this dropper we will have 1 item. And then the last part is to control when these pistons are tracked, because right now the only thing that's powering them is this comparator, and it will turn off almost immediately. So we need to keep it powered, and we do that using a little dropper hopper setup. So here we will have a torch right here, and here we will have a dropper and a hopper. This torch will lock this hopper, and inside that hopper we can put 2 items. So it basically serves as a counter. And we will power this dropper using another dropper hopper setup. It'll be a falling edge. So a dropper hopper like so, you can place an item into this dropper right here. Then here we want to place 3-tick repeater, then a block there, and then here you want to place a block and a torch. So this will just make sure that this dropper powers really late, so that this retracts at the right time. So yeah, that should be it. Let's test it. That's the closing. And that's the opening. So there it is. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys succeeded in building this. If it didn't, I guess try to be specific with what went wrong in the comments. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.